Neeko is not a traditional like melee engaged champion, but can give you a lot of power as Gwen. If anyone gets rooted trying to close the gap onto Ruler, who already has an escape as well, then they're probably just going to get blown up. If you get rooted, then you get seismic shoved and you die. About the past.
Yeah, no, exactly.
4 years ago, remember this thing? The lane swap actually here for Duro and Ruler, as they want to take Perfect out of the game, which, when you think about it, like you were talking about how it's a tough matchup for Duckdom away, like kind of unplayable, but Cryo and Grubs for a moment.
They have taken infinity% more objectives than Gen.G so far this game. Is never mind, Duro's going to come in, finds a double Pop Blossom. Duckdom is able to get some shots off, but that is still first blood onto the enemy jungler. Immediately answered there as BDD does get a kill, but down goes Wei at the same time, and Gen.G are going to alleviate that whole issue when it comes to the feats of strength things, as not quite the skill there. Duckdom went down to 1 health, though. That's kind of crazy.
Well, when your Rel has level 6 on Grub Fight and gets a 3-man Magnet Storm, this whole fight to me is about the fact that... Oh, okay.
Perfect is dead.
Okay, well, that issue with the Gwen getting ahead, we kind of check that box here for the Gen.G composition.
Yeah.
And like white it out maybe out of the KT win cons and pretend it's not real. The prevalence of Chemtech souls in the LCK this year, and across multiple years. Like, I can see the headline now, like, have there been just one too many Chemtech souls in the LCK?
What's the deal with Chemtech souls in the LCK?
We collaborated with Tech Foundry.
Oh my god. Just gets out of the way though. And so now BDD, it's all a bit dark. That Deadly Flourish was so sick, but the Mega Cone is just going to keep Ruler alive. And I guess he just never really was in any trouble. It's once again Perfect is dead. He is going to dash a bunch, but the scissors is still there.
By the way, Chovy is landing into a Rel, as it's a dodge from Ruler at the same time, you know, tomato, tomato, whatever, but he doesn't get it. He uses his flash, uses his Rel more. They don't get the kill. They get both summoners on a Corki who has Valkyrie, and this Ambessa is no longer in the game.
You're just taking so much more here.
Yeah, and like, they considered a contest here, but Duro does not have his ultimate. He will actually in 8 seconds. He really wants to make something happen, but they're not here on time. Like, Chovy also had Weaver's Wall. The fact that this Herald take seemed like it was a freebie, and Genji were like, I'm not sure. Maybe we could actually get that too. Because here's that Weaver's Wall.
Yep, it is going to come through just to try and take down this turret. And that should be working out here as Duckdom does walk up. Cuz is moving in as well. Deadly Flourish doesn't find the mark. That's a fantastic Tangle Barbs. That will be able to lock down this turret. Duro is getting my POM so far. If it isn't just, you know, Keen for being massive.
Why Duro's 1-1-3, but you saw a 2K gold lead for Keen and a 40 CS lead 0 versus 0-2. You're like, oh man, it's Keen, but no, it's not.
Oh no, the bullying of Perfect has continued. This is just emotional warfare here. I mean, as Perfect is just not allowed to play the game.
T1 employed this strategy at the road to MSI, which was kill Perfect and you win the game. But in this game, I feel like more than a series, more than Perfect's individual performance, right? It's like he got caught by Duro twice, and then the third time they just grouped and killed him. And the Ambessa, like we talked about at the very beginning of the game, like you talked about before the game even opened, it's like, this Ambessa is so important to the comp. It needs to function so that the Jhin can function down. In most cases.
That's a really good point. And theoretically as well, if you did crush paper enough, you could make it heavy enough to be a paperweight itself.
Yeah.
But I just don't think that that's the paper that they were offered. Wow, this tangent is like
paper with Wayne the Rock Johnson on top of it. And Keen on top of Wayne the Rock Johnson, and then it's like, that's where Perfect is.
Yeah, watching him do arts and crafts. It's all right. Public execution comes through. Perfect actually getting involved for once as Keen will get a taste of Perfect's medicine. And it doesn't feel fantastic. That's BDD getting another kill for himself at the same time. But
that's
in the meantime, yeah, Chovy is also picking up an inner turret.
Canyon is going to catch Duckers.
Never mind.
Canyon's going to catch Duckers?
Oh, no. You were so good. You were so good. Okay. He's going to be spotted. It's fine.
Woo! Canyon's going to catch Duckers?
Okay, he is going to catch him. He thought that he was safe. Does flash out of the way, though, and now the rest of KT have made their way over. The curtains have been called as Canyon gets that bullet to the face.
Okay.
And Wei misses a cannon, but that's fine. Last shot goes towards Ruler.
They are looking to come over here for the contest, and it's going to take some real fancy angles from Perfect, I think, to win this fight. He's just not even committing in. Yeah, they're going to leave.
Splitter as Crashdown does get way out of there. Chovy going to find the shove, though, and oh no, the Rel is just being caught out, and we'll just be eaten for breakfast. Keen coming on over trying to kill this ward. Perfect is just teleported in, but it's a 4v5. Realm Warp to try and get KT out of there. They do, all 4 of them. make it to relative safety, take a phosphorus bomb, but this is just going to be them giving over the Otacon. There's no good news.
The problem,
KT.
I think the problem for KT in this moment is Stucktom will try to annoy them.
If this steal comes through, that would be funny.
It won't happen. But I think the problem for KT on the initial setup is if you don't get anything out of it.
Available, and they do have control of the area. Duro trying to get himself out. The flash forward from BDD to try and lock him down. Public execution is enough to finish him off, and now Keen is in amongst it, and maybe that's the way he likes it. Down goes Way, and now the cease and desist comes through. Cuz ain't tanking anything, as at least BDD gets one back on the back end of that play, but still, they're not taking a dragon off this one, and it is just BDD against the world.
He's going to get Weaver's walled in.
Here's the world, by the way.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of rocks.
And there you have it. BDD's first death of the game, especially in this area that they know no one can heal for him. The problem is that wallets are pretty heavy, and that's an extremely fed Gwen that you just fought into a choke point for. So it doesn't work out in the follow-up. Up there real quick. And yeah.
All right, there's a seismic shove. Perfect going to lose half of his health bar just from that alone. Deadly Flourish is going to be the answer here, though, as now Cuz is going to turn up. Pop Blossom going wide, does get the flash out as a cease and desist from Canyon. Looks almost suicidal, but Keen makes his way in, and BDD is getting cut down, but loads of flashes going to be utilized. The Talia has fallen, and Keen now frontlining, but no one else is there to help out, and KT! They just take both solo laners with no response from Gen.G.
It's a one-way ticket if he is going to steal. Gen.G have to somehow poke through this, but I think this is just gone.
Well, let's see whether they can actually get in there and make this one a 50-50, because Ruler's got a lot of poke. The turn is going to come through. The pillar is fantastic. Way finding some CC. As now, Perfect trying to get himself out of there. Ruler is just doing so much damage. Way is dead as an afterthought, and KT
didn't get a crash down. The turn was really awkward, and then Chovy shows up. Like, if you're just a little bit faster before that Talia shows up, maybe you could do it, but like...
Yeah, Gen.G off the back of this will be able to pick themselves up the Baron. And so, yeah, the good news for KT is swiftly eradicated. The Realm Warp there from BDD was actually so cute around this this last fight.
And for them, they're kind of just going, well, we've got all three lanes pushing. The only way we lose this game is if we try to hard push a little bit too far like we did last time. And just wait, take the dragon safely.
As Gen.G will be able to get this wave at least to test KT.
Chovy does have a nice angle here.
Yeah, Weaver's Wall is just going to bring them all out of the way. Seismic Shove is going to go wide, but look at that turret. Well, I mean, you can't because it's gone in an instant. Blink of an eye, and it does go down. I mean, they're just going to take this inner turret because there's no one here.
I don't think they should commit Chovy's ult for it, but they don't have to. And as all they have to do now is Weaver's Wall KT away, start Baron right away. So he's just going to walk over here with big fourth item.
Oh, Duro, he finds both carries even after the flash. Cease and desist comes in. Down goes Doctom immediately. The Nico is going to fall, and at least they get... No, they're not going to get beat. Oh, there it is. Down he goes. A double kill for Keen as Chovy's throwing rocks around. Perfect does have to flash. As BDD gets a Void Star from the grave that he might be able to use in game 2, because I think it's likely that this one is just over. Flash out from Cuz, and he just gets Phosphorus bombed to the face. That Infinity Edge is working real well here for Ruler as he finds a double kill. And Gen.G collect the ace, and they will win this game. And guys, it wasn't close.
It was not close, not even for a moment. There was like one hiccup on the top side, but otherwise, start to finish, Gen.G dominant.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.